Why can't I say like a nigga like Tim Duncan be over Kobe though? Because he's doing like everything in terms of like winning and having an eye test, in my opinion. Like his game not flashy, but he's still being effective though, and he got some of the most
Good.
difficult championships as well.
Well, first of all, when you say eye test, they both pass the eye test. They both pass the numbers. I think Kobe championships was more difficult because for one, Kobe got to win a record versus Tim Duncan in the playoffs,
Hmm.
and he beat Tim Duncan. So he beat Tim Duncan with Shaq and without Shaq.
Yeah, but like I think that one in
Also,
'03. I think that one in '03 though. I know it's just that one run, but I feel like that kind of like is like two for me, 2 wins, just for the fact that like he didn't really have like a true second option like Kobe had with Shaq.
you gotta remember David Robinson was on that team, though, right?
Yeah, but Dave Robinson was nowhere near the same D Rob.
So who are you to say he wasn't the same?
I mean, I'm looking at the game and the numbers. He's not even giving me a block a game for majority of the playoffs. He's not even averaging 10 boards as well. So
So
I
what I'm
mean,
saying to you is, would you rather have David Robinson? Hold on, what was he averaging?
in the playoffs, I mean, he was averaging like 7 and 7, and then in the finals, he went up to like 12 and like
I'm
10.
saying, is he not on the court?
Yeah, he's. I mean, yeah, he impacted the defense. He's a warm body. Yeah,
Right, exactly my point. You also had hold on, who else was on that squad?
young Tony Parker, young
Right,
Manu,
right,
Steven
right,
Jackson, Bruce
right.
Brown.
Yeah, Tony Parker, Manu, Steven Jackson. So right.
All those
So,
guys are young though. None of those guys was already established. I mean, Steven Jackson. That being his second best option. I mean, that's kind of
now, Steve
nasty
Jackson
though.
was nice, but what I'm saying is Kobe. It's the fact that for one, Kobe Bryant repeated twice. Tim Duncan never repeated. Kobe beat the most 50-win teams, and he was averaging 30 for them 3 seasons from '08 to 2010. 30 every season in the playoffs. So his prime was a little bit longer for all his championships. Whereas Tim Duncan, his numbers kind of tapered. Excuse me. His numbers tapered off a little bit. And Kobe Bryant beat more competition, such as that Boston Celtics super team. You think the Pistons in '04, who would you say is a better team? The Pistons in '04, '05, when Tim Duncan beat them, or the Celtics with KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce?
I
LeBron.
mean, why can't I say the Miami Heat in 2014? That was a good squad.
Yeah, them too. But yeah, you can throw them in the mix too. I think they both played against super teams. What I'm saying is Kobe numbers didn't drop off. Like that's when Tim Duncan was averaging like 15 against
Nah, in
Miami.
those in those finals, if I'm not mistaken, he was giving you like 18, 10, and like two and a
No,
half
he averaged.
blocks.
Yeah, but Kobe was averaging 29 in the finals though, and then 33 on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I
So
respect that.
so his numbers never tapered off. Whereas the Spurs, he had dudes kind of like not Manu, but Tony Parker leading them in scoring and Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you valuing the numbers for Kobe and the
Those odd
difficulty.
test numbers, that makes it more difficult because Kobe still had to handle that much of the scoring load.
Yeah. Nah, but I respect you got Duncan over Bron though, because I've been trying to tell niggas that for the longest. They don't be trying to hear it though. Um,
Yeah, bro, I got
I think you gotta have Jokic up. Oh, never mind. Jokic kind of low. He should be over Kyrie. I don't know why you got Kyrie over Jokic. There's
nah,
nothing Kyrie do better than
well,
Jokic. Other
Kyrie
than
Irving. I'm gonna tell you why I got Kyrie over Jokic. And for one, Steven Jackson was averaging double figures on that San Antonio team. I just looked it up.
he's averaging 15. I know.
But Kyrie Irving, I would say that Kyrie Irving and Jokic, like I said, they the two most skilled players ever at their position.
Hmm.
Kyrie Irving has been to the finals 4 times. Jokic's been to the finals once.
Yeah, but how many of those times was Kyrie the best player on the floor?
Well, I'm glad you
Zero.
asked me. That. Kyrie Irving in 2016, he outplayed LeBron in the first round, right around.
Sure, but we said the
Right.
finals.
Okay,
Said
hold
the
on. So
finals.
that's one series. Then in the finals, you can make the case Kyrie outplayed LeBron because at the end of the day, he had more field goals made than LeBron in Game 7, and he had the game winner, and he had a harder matchup than LeBron. He had to outplay Steph Curry. That's a matchup, right? That's a harder matchup on the team.
I mean, Steph
But
Curry was coming off an injury as well with a lower leg injury,
okay,
which
well,
people
that's now
say
you're just making excuses now.
it's not an excuse if it's the
But you're not
truth.
denying what I said, though, right?
I mean, Kyrie cooked the injured nigga, sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. So right, that's 2 series where you can say that arguably he was the best player on the team, most responsibility, and then also the year after that when if you look up 2017, Kyrie Irving averaged more field goal attempts than Bron. So he was the first option.
I mean, even if that's the case, is Bron not still averaging more points?
That's because he averaged more free throws, though.
I mean, you can't tax him for getting to the line.
I'm not taxing him, but he shot 67% from the line. So what I'm saying,
still average
more, and Kyrie shot 50, 40, 90 damn near, because what that mean, he's more efficient.
I mean, Bron still averaging more points and taking them more.
I'm saying that's because he averaged more free throws, though.
I mean, I can't. I get what you're saying, but that's not like I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Negative for LeBron. He's averaging more free throws.
And it's a negative. I'm saying that's a positive for Kyrie by him averaging more field goal attempts and being more efficient.
That shouldn't be a positive. I mean, if you want to say he has a better jumper and he's able to score, like I don't see how LeBron taking
that's
more.
That's not a positive, nigga.
It is, but I don't see it as a negative against LeBron.
I didn't say it was a negative. See, that's a problem. Every time when I try to give you something for Kyrie and say something that he did, y'all think I'm being negative towards LeBron. Like I'm taking away from Bron. I just said that earlier. I said, just because I'm saying he averaged more field goal attempts. What is that? Like, how is that bad for LeBron? He's supposed to be passed first, ain't he?
I mean, Bron's a score first, nigga to me.
Oh, come on, bro.
I mean, I'm not even a Bron fan, but he is. That pass first is a lot.
Hold on, time out. Didn't he go to the finals on Dallas, his first time in the Western Conference playoffs?
Play like ass.
No, hold on, bro, hold on. He averaged 27 on the Clippers, right or wrong?
All right, what we do that next round? We do that next round against OKC.
Time out. Against OKC, he was a closer for the team, right or wrong?
Nah. We averaged though. Say the numbers.
Hold on, time out.
Nah, say the numbers. Don't say the numbers. Say the numbers. Say the numbers.
Do you not know basketball?
I do. I watch ball. I play ball.
So what I'm saying to you is when they played against OKC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this off the dome. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the only player on the team on OKC that averaged big numbers, right?
Okay.
Right. Now, hear me out. Now, as a coach, as a system, as high IQ players, Dallas knows they do not need Luka and Kyrie to both average 30 because we're playing against a team that only has one crazy scorer. So everybody else on OKC, I think the next best dude was averaging like 18 or 17 or something. So Kyrie knows that as long as we keep it close and I fit right in with everybody, and remember he was letting PJ go off. This is leadership. What's the other dude name that was in the dunk contest? Derrick Jones Jr. So they all fit right in, and Kyrie averaged about 15. But when it was time to close the games out, he was the one cooking Jalen Williams on the wing, right or wrong.
So right now, what you trying to tell me is all the Kyrie, Kyrie's in the coach's mentality right now.
Bro, listen what I'm saying. He was the one cooking
average 15.
He was the one cooking Jalen Williams on the wing, right or wrong.
Averaging 15 points on dog shit efficiency. So is that really cooking,
me, bro? You didn't even answer.
That's not cooking if you playing like shit.
You didn't answer enough. I'm talking about down the stretch in the clutch when they needed buckets to win the game and extend the lead late in the game. You don't remember Kyrie dancing on Jalen Williams getting like 3 straight buckets?
Bro, and who put them in position for Kyrie to get those buckets?
The whole team, because Kyrie Irving had to be the one that was going to swing the ball to get Derrick Jones Jr. involved.
We're not about to see it.
I'm giving you too much game. Let's go to the next round.
You trying because you trying to play.
Hold on, bro. Let's go to the next round. Against Minnesota, what did you do? Average 27. Now that's the big series because
he averaged 27 against Minnesota.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Yes. See, that's the thing. That's big because you can't say Luka carried him against Minnesota because Luka can't beat Minnesota without Kyrie, right or wrong. You're getting flamed right now.
Look at those numbers. I'm pretty sure Kyrie did not average 27 against Minnesota.
He went crazy versus Minnesota, bro. Y'all don't even remember because y'all don't. Every time Kyrie playing, y'all paying attention to the other player and not paying attention to what he doing. I'm gonna look it up right now, Mavs. It might be more than that. I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah, he averaged 27 even on a dot. Come on, man.
Well, he got two rises and 2 drops.
On the dot. He averaged
talk about that next round.
Hold on, because you want to talk about the efficiency, and he shot better from the field than Luka.
He's being a second option. He's being a second option. I would hope he.
We're not doing that. He the first.
All right, but let's talk about the finals though. When he's averaging 19.
No. I said finals appearance because Jokic ain't been back.
Why we can't talk about why we talking about every round performance, but the finals where it matters the most?
I'm telling you why. Because Jokic ever since he went to the finals, he's been losing in the second round. He can't get back to the finals. Period. That's what I'm saying.
But
And
we
I'm
talking
saying so
about
Kyrie,
you talking about every
it's not
round
him
performance. Let's
going.
talk about Kyrie performance in the finals, his last finals
No,
appearance
no,
versus
no, no.
Jokic's. Let's talk about
All right,
that
so
though.
all right, cool. So what did Kyrie do in the final? I mean, what did Jokic do in his second finals?
You mean his first finals?
No, his second one.
Jokic only went to one NBA
Exactly.
final.
Exactly. So even though Kyrie played bad this finals, that's still
Nigga, what?
more.
So that
Hold
don't
on,
even
time
make
out.
any sense. Kyrie's
Time
being
out.
a second option in every
Listen, what I'm
finals,
saying.
bro.
Listen to me. Even though Kyrie played bad last finals, that's still more impressive than what Jokic has done as far as getting to the finals.
No, it's
Period.
not more impressive when Jokic averaging a triple double in the final and good efficiency and one of the best defensive teams while
I'm gonna tell you.
Kyrie's
I'm gonna tell you
dropping,
why. I'm gonna tell you why I
dropping
take
against the
Kyrie.
Celtics.
First of all, Jamal Murray averaged more assists than Jokic in the finals.
How many? 10 to Jokic's 9. Okay,
So right, so you just lied. You said he averaged a triple
okay,
double.
okay, my boy, my fault, yo. I was a one off, but keep going.
So right, and then right. So and I think Kyrie finals performance was a little bit more impressive. I'm gonna tell you why.
That no, absolutely not. You playing
I'm
off of the greatest player of all time, and then
I'm gonna tell
one
you
of the
why, bro.
greatest scorers of all time.
No,
Nah,
I'm gonna tell
can't
you
do
why.
that. Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, he had to outplay the unanimous MVP, aka the greatest point guard ever, low key, him or Magic or whoever. He had to outplay him, and then he also had to beat that 73-9 team. He had to come back down from 3-1, right around.
Bro, so you like talking about context, bro. If you know a player is hurt with a lower leg injury, how are you going to you're obviously going to cook me if I can't slide my feet
So
and
how?
barely
So hold
move,
on. So
bro.
how was Steph Curry hurt?
Bro, he re-aggravated with his MCL or his ACL, bro.
So all right. So let me ask you this question: If Steph Curry was hurt that series, then how does that championship make LeBron the GOAT?
I don't think LeBron's a go. I think it's
See,
Michael
now you
Jordan.
saying he not. See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
never said he was.
Not see. Now you changing up your whole thing.
Nigga, I said I have Tim Duncan over LeBron. What makes you think I have LeBron as the GOAT?
Right. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. And then also, so if Steph Curry was hurt, so when did he get hurt?
I think was it game 2 or 1? We re-aggravated his shit, bro.
Come on, bro. Now all of a sudden this man. See, but it was all fun and games a year before that when Kyrie Irving got hurt and couldn't even play. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I just see Gino. We gotta get somebody else up here, man.
How, bro? Because how is that saying it's all fun and games when Kyrie got hurt? I'm not making one better than the other.
No, I'm fucking with you, bro.
I was about to say, like,
Nah, I'm gonna rotate real quick though. So a couple people trying to get up.
I got you, bro.
All right. Yo.
We better have the same combo real quick, all right?
All right.
Somebody else that matters now.
No. I'm saying if y'all both have the same amount of rings, and then I led my team to more finals, that can give you the edge.
But you were the second option in every single finals.
No, he wasn't the second option because he was the first option as far as closing out the games and stuff like that.
Closing out the game, but it wouldn't be there without the best player.
No, yes they would, because at the end of the day,
Okay. See.
nobody else would have beat Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Sorry, I'm not.
You see how it could be? You see how it could be
I'm
with
not
that?
picking but I'm not picking the Atlanta Hawks against Kyrie and Kevin Love, bro.
Okay. All I gotta say is, how come he hasn't won since Braun? That's all I have to say.
You said how come he hasn't won since Bron? Because he hasn't had the same level of a super team like
Same
the
level.
Cavs.
So you need the
Hold
best
on,
player
bro.
in the
I'm
world.
gonna tell you because he hasn't had a super team like the Cavs was. And when he did have that in Brooklyn, they got hurt. He got injured in the playoffs. But everybody picked him to win the championship that year, and there was no LeBron on the team. Right or wrong?
Okay. So there was no LeBron, right? So he had Luka last year. How come he didn't win the finals?
Because that wasn't a super team.
How is that not a super team? He had a top
Because
3 player in the league.
third
He had
option,
to-
remember, they had Kevin Love, who was the best power forward in the league. They didn't have that on the
Best Kevin Love.
Well, yeah, when he went to the Cavs, he was the best power forward in the league. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so how about you said the Nets they got hurt?
Yeah, Kyrie got hurt that series.
How about all the other years? How about the 11 other years?
Because he didn't have a super team. I just told you.
So you need a super team to win? That's what you're telling me.
And you're telling me. I mean, you're asking me why hasn't he won?
Because no, because
No,
you
I'm
haven't.
gonna tell you right now. You're asking me why hasn't he won since that team, and I'm saying that team was a super team though. So it's not like they just lost because it wasn't LeBron.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So you can't win without a super team.
No, he can and he will, because next year he's gonna win on Dallas.
So okay, but that's a super team now. Because now he got
Because
now
of,
because now he's
first of
gonna
all,
have super flag.
I never said that he was better than LeBron for his whole career though.
I've never said that either. But you're saying he was better than
Why?
you're saying he
What
was
is
better in
that?
that finals,
I'm
and he
saying,
wasn't.
right? He can be better in that finals. What that had to do with the rest of the other
But how would
times?
he be better in that finals if Bron led?
Right? Because I'm saying he was better at that moment. That's what I'm telling you. You're trying to
In
equate
that
it to the rest
no,
of
you
the
said
career.
in that finals. There's a difference. You didn't say that moment. You said in the finals.
Right? The finals is a moment in history, right? Around.
He was not, but if you look at the stats, you look at the gameplay. He was not the best player on the
I'm looking
court.
at the stats. He had more field goals made in Game 7, right around.
He had more. Okay, he had more field goal made, but who had averaged more?
What?
Who averaged more?
You hear yourself right now?
He made more. But who averaged more? I'm
Hold on.
saying.
He had more field goals made, and you were able to average when he was down 3-1 for most of that time anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Kyrie dropped 41. That was the best game of the finals.
41. Guess what? LeBron dropped the 41
No,
back-to-back games.
Kyrie's 41 was on 70-something%. His game.
Okay, but
right?
Bron gave you 41 back-to-back games.
Right, but that game wasn't as impressive. It wasn't as needed. Because remember, they was blowing the Warriors out. And that's largely because of Kyrie. He went off in the first half right around.
Right, but what do you mean? They wouldn't be blowing
the game, right? Listen, man, y'all need to learn your history on this Kyrie Irving stuff, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
So you're basing it off him making more field goal percentage.
In Game 7, he outplayed LeBron. I mean, which one me to say?
How is that outplaying though?
And I think LeBron shot 39% in Game 7. Man. And Kyrie hit the game winner.
List, right? Wait, why is Kobe above LeBron? That's the only problem I have. And Steph. They should not be above LeBron, bro.
So LeBron, when they asked LeBron on 60 Minutes who was the best player in the world, he said Kobe Bryant.
But bro, they asked him before, and then he said he himself said he was a GOAT. So it doesn't really matter.
So
but look,
so how did he surpass him then?
all right. So wait, how many Finals MVP does Kobe have? First of all,
Well, if you look at my criteria, I don't factor in accolades like that. I do eye test numbers and difficulty of championships.
difficult. Wait, you don't factor in Finals MVPs? Well, okay. So let's talk about Finals performances.
I just go numbers. Like the numbers is the same. It's the same thing. Like your Finals MVP.
All right. So let's talk about Finals MVP. So I mean, Finals performances. So like in 2004, didn't Kobe choke against the Pistons? Since you guys want to talk about LeBron so much, choking in the finals.
Yeah. You can say he choked. You can say he lost versus the Pistons.
All right, and then didn't he blow first round against the Phoenix Suns? 1999, he airballed like 3 threes in the Western Conference Finals as a rookie.
That was like 97. Yeah.
All right, and then those three finals. Those 3 finals appearances. It wasn't even Kobe. It was Shaq doing most of the work.
No, that's not true. You ever looked it up though?
2000. Okay, so wait. If you look at the stats,
hold on, D-Roll. Before we continue, have you ever looked that up though, to see how nice Kobe was? I'm telling you, to blow you away.
I have. Okay, look, I have. But the thing is, he's so inefficient.
No. He was shooting. No, I'm saying he was shooting 50% from the field. Some of them series.
Okay, in the finals, not all of them. Maybe one of them.
We're talking about only in the finals. I'm talking about when he was playing the Kings, all of the classic Shaq and Kobe series. I'm saying you ever looked it
Kings,
up?
Bro, the Kings, all they did was focus on Shaq. Kobe had so much time to score.
Hold
Yes,
on.
they did.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. That's why listen,
I'm
asking you, have you really looked it up? Just for fun, not even just to critique.
I have. I've been watching NBA.
Right, so I'm saying you seen the game, for example, when Kobe had 48?
Yeah, I watched the Kings games.
You think that was an easy 48?
Yes, because most of the touches were inside.
All right, hold on. Let's just continue then, bro. You ain't watching. So look, this is why. No, but look. So this is why I'm gonna respond to you. So basically,
it's not, let me make this clear. It's not easy to get 48 points. That's all I want to say. It's not easy.
No, hold on. So numbers wise, but you ain't watch it, bro. So Kobe.
I watched the King series.
No, hold on. So Kobe No, I'm not asking if you watched the whole thing. I'm just saying, like, in general, period. Have you watched any clips of any of that? Like, to see
I
if
watched
Kobe,
clips.
clips of any of that. Like, to see
I
if
watched
Kobe.
clips like him hitting like fadeaway threes for the win and stuff like that.
You know, you tripping out. Kobe's averaging 35, bro. But Kobe, but yeah, so it's just the numbers, though. So when I do look at Finals MVPs, Finals performances, I'm looking at numbers and production in the film.
But what
So,
makes him better in the finals than LeBron? What makes him better?
well, for one, I think he had a better Finals performance than Bron has ever had in 09.
Nope.
I think he
What
peaked higher in the Finals than LeBron. He averaged 33, 7, and 7 and won the
against the
Finals.
Magic? But
Yeah, and won
LeBron the
the
last
Finals.
series averaged 39.
You said what?
LeBron averaged 39 against the Magic.
No, I'm talking about in the
Western Conference.
Finals. He peaked higher in the Finals.
Hasn't LeBron averaged a 33-point triple double?
Yeah,
In
but
the
he
finals?
lost. Yeah, but he lost though.
Bro, what does that tell you though? Like,
It
if he
tells you
lost,
that it tells me that he doesn't have the same like basketball IQ to win the series. Because some of the times when he lost, he had Kyrie averaging 29, which is abysmal for you to lose a series if you got a teammate averaging 29. And you're supposed to be the GOAT though. So what I'm saying is also right. So he is so LeBron. So therefore, LeBron has never averaged 30 and won the Finals MVP. It's only in the loss when he's doing that.
but wait. Okay, so didn't Kyrie in a live say that 2017 was unfair? Did he not say that in a live?
No,
He
never
said
did.
that. I've watched. I watched
Pull
his
it
whole
up.
live.
Pull it
He
up.
said 2016 was fair, right? And then he's like, "What were we supposed to do in 2017?" He said that himself,
Pull
Kyrie.
it up. Pull it up for me. Because Kevin Durant said it was even at every position. And Kyrie knows that he could.
No,
That they could. Hold on. Kyrie told D Wade. He said, "I told you." After they won after they won Game 4, he said, "I told you."
but if you watch Kyrie's last live 2 years ago, up against KD, bro.
That's not
So how do
true.
you?
That's not
Yes,
true.
he. J.R. Smith literally said that. I've
That's not
watched a
true.
lot.
How you gonna tell me? Not
Watched a
true.
lot.
How you gonna tell me?
Kobe's has one of the worst playoff performances, and you guys
So
want to talk
which
about LeBron
one?
the whole
Which
time.
one is? Hold on. Which one was bad?
2004, he barely did anything.
So
2001
he still. So hold on. In 2004, he still played.
against the Pacers, he barely did anything.
Hold on.
All
In
right,
2004, he still played better than.
no, he didn't. He averaged
Hold on.
22,
Time out. He still played better than 07 LeBron. So let's continue.
and that's because he had Shaq.
Let's
Imagine if
continue.
LeBron had Shaq. Imagine if LeBron had Shaq
It
last
would have been
year.
any Child's way because LeBron didn't have no
What
mid
would
range.
happen? No, it wouldn't.
I'm about to tell
LeBron
you.
was a Magic type of player. LeBron was a Magic type
No,
of
I'm going
player.
to tell you because LeBron didn't have no mid range game. Magic could read the defense, bro. LeBron couldn't read
Bro,
defense.
have you seen LeBron play in 07, bro?
In
This guy was
07,
doing
hold on.
everything.
I'm talking about in the finals. He couldn't read the defense.
Bro, he had 5 guys on him, bro.
No,
What do you want?
that's not true.
Wait, and also 2008, did Kobe not choke in
You said
2008?
it. Hold on.
22
If
points.
he had 5 guys on him, right, that means somebody's open, right?
Yeah, and none of his team could score.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
Who did he have on that team? Tell me.
What are you talking about?
Who did LeBron have on that team that's notable?
In 07, he had Larry
Yeah.
Hughes, Daniel
Larry
Gibson.
Hughes, you're acting like he's like a top 100 player, bro.
Why does he have to be a top 100 player?
You
See what I'm saying?
that should say
You see what I'm
something, though.
saying? You see
Oh,
what I'm
bro,
saying?
no, wait, no.
Why does he have to be a
No,
top
no.
100? Why,
He barely had help. He was doing nothing, bro.
why does he
Go
have
look
to
how
be
much. Wait. Go tell me how much he averaged. Go tell me. Go look it up and tell me how much he averaged.
Yo, that's my point right
It says
there, bro.
field goal percentage. Wait. Who did Spurs have? Didn't Spurs have like 5 Hall of Famers?
No,
On
the
the team?
Spurs are solid, but nah, bro, that shit was just funny, bro. Why does he have to be a top 100 player?
Because you guys always want to bring that up. You guys like, oh, Steph Curry has never had a top 75 player.
Think about
Bro,
it though. Tim Duncan,
Yeah, Klay Thompson.
Tony Parker, and Ginobili not even top 75.
Bro, Tony Parker and Ginobili were one of the best players on the Spurs, bro.
They not top.
literally made
I
the
can
Spurs.
argue that they not top 100.
Yes, they are.
No, they're
Tony, bro,
not.
you know how good Tony Parker was, bro?
He was amazing.
This guy was, bro, dishing out dime, bro. Like, he could move off the ball. He could do everything. Like,
You know how
Bro,
good
Tony
Larry
Parker-
Hughes was?
trash.
Man, you tripping out, bro. Larry Hughes is amazing, bro.
Larry Hughes wasn't as good as Tony Parker or Manu
Who
Ginobili.
got winning 1-on-1? Larry Hughes or Tony Parker?
Tony Parker all day.
Nah, I got
Have you seen Tony Parker's late
I
package?
got Larry
bro?
Hughes beating him 1-on-1.
No, never. Tony had way better. All Larry Hughes could do is shoot threes, bro, and he wasn't even good at that.
So he was so he could score.
And he wasn't even good at that, bro. In the finals,
Man.
2008. What did Kobe do? Absolutely nothing.
In 08, he beat the Spurs, man, in 5 games.
Oh wait, bro, he got destroyed by the Celtics.
No, he beat the Spurs though.
He
Before
averaged
that,
22 in the finals.
he beat the Spurs to get there though.
What?
He beat. The
He still
Spurs.
lost in the finals though.
No,
He averaged 22 in the
but
finals.
this
He
is the same
choked.
Spurs team that we talking about right now with LeBron. He couldn't beat him.
Wait. In your
We're talking
criteria,
about
it says
the-
difficulty of championships. Didn't he lose against the Spurs? I mean, against the Celtics.
Yes, and
And numbers.
he came back and beat the Celtics.
Yeah, and he had more help that time.
No. I'm talking about it was the same team.
Ron Artest, did he not hit a clutch shot in Game 7? He did not have 20.
They was
Did he not
already-
have 20,
they was-
20 points?
They was
in
already
Game
up
7?
3. They was already up 3.
Did he not have Pau Gasol?
Kyrie had 40 points in against the KD Warriors. Right or wrong?
LeBron also had 33-point triple-double, right or wrong?
Right, but that's what I'm saying here, trying to tell you that he had more help than Kobe.
No, he didn't.
He did. I just
Yo,
told you. I just
see, the
told you.
thing is,
I just told you Kyrie averaged 29.
Bro, that was a way different time period. They were scoring
It's not
way
a
less.
different time period,
They
bro.
were scoring way less, bro.
It's the
You know
21st
they were
century.
scoring way less. Bro, they were scoring 80 points max, like 85 points, 90 points, nothing
I'm
more than
saying
that.
Powell never got that. He averaged 18 for the whole season. Kyrie averaged 25 for the season.
Bro, it was way more fast paced, bro. Powell was one of the best centers in the game.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was a
Who
power
was better?
forward.
Didn't have Andrew Bynum too?
He was a power forward. He wasn't even a top
Or
5 power
Yeah,
forward.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar wasn't even a top 5 small
Yes,
forward.
bro. Lamar Odom was one of the best role players at that time.
He wasn't a top 5 small forward in the game.
It doesn't matter if he's not top 5. He was one of the best role players. You guys want to talk about J.R. Smith so much?
Oh, hold on, hold on, bro. But I'm saying, LeBron still had more because LeBron only averaged like 10.
When did he average 10?
He only averaged like 10, 11 points, like 10 points. When he was on the Lakers with Kobe.
Who averaged 10, 11 points?
Lamar.
But that's still good for a role player, is it not?
No, I'm saying, but these are the players that when LeBron teammates average that, y'all say is trash.
Bro, it's because it was a you realize it's
Oh,
NBA changed. No, you can't say that, bro.
This
You can't, because the other team averaged way more. The other team averaged way more. Steph averaged way more. KD averaged way more. Clay averaged way more.
Kyrie averaged more than Steph.
All right. Kyrie is better than Steph in my opinion. But like, look.
Oh, so wait a minute. So so bingo, we got action. So you're saying that LeBron is better than KD.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying Kyrie is better than Steph.
Yeah.
So then what was the problem? How is it unfair?
The problem is the other team. The problem is the whole team.
Well, you still got Kevin Love. I'm taking him over Clay.
I'm not taking him over Clay.
Well,
Clay, Draymond, Zaza was the defender at that time.
I'm taking J.R. Smith over Draymond.
No way. Wait, actually,
you see what I'm saying, bro?
I get to no, it's a tie because Draymond. Remember Game 7, 2016? He had like 30 points to close out a game, bro. So he can actually score.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. So Kyrie, bro, you basically saying LeBron had way more than enough help.
No, that's not true though.
You just said Kyrie was better than Steph.
All right, he was better, but what about the other team? They were not better.
So what's the issue though? Like, why does it have to always go so far down to the other team?
It does have to.
Because it's a 15-man roster.
I'm saying Kevin Love was giving you 16 just like Clay. So
bro,
he's doing
do you realize how much players the Warriors had? I don't think you realize.
No, the Cavs had more shooters.
Tristan Thompson couldn't get a rebound for his life, bro. This guy was
what?
3
Tristan Thompson was the best offensive rebounder in the game.
No, the fuck he wasn't, bro. He averaged like 3 points. He averaged 3 rebounds a game, bro.
Tristan Thompson was the best.
I was watching those games, bro.
He was the
Tristan
greatest.
Thompson.
Everyone
was clowning him for Curry getting more rebounds.
Greatest offensive rebounder in the game.
No, he wasn't, bro.
What are you
Zaza
talking
was
about?
outplaying him in rebounds, bro.
Blabbering about, bro.
So, I'm not bluffing about anything.
Kevin Love
what am I bluffing about?
Listen, Kevin Love averaged 16 and 10 in the finals.
And Clay did Clay not average 16 too? 17?
So that's my point. Exactly.
And Clay can hit way more clutch shots than Kevin Love.
Well, hold on, listen. You're saying you're talking about the rest of the team like it was a big gap. You saying they average the same thing.
Clay has carried teams in game 6 like actual games.
We're talking
Kevin
about
Love
that.
can't do that.
We're talking about that finals.
I'm talking about overall.
You already said the Cavs got the 2 best players on the court. Why does everything else got to be so perfect then?
It does have to be perfect. Everything matters.
No, bro. I'm saying if Kevin Love is giving you 16 like Clay, what more do you even want him to do? That's what he's supposed to do.
Wait. Now let me tell you something now. So if Jordan didn't have Pippen, would he have won those championships?
Bro,
Or like Kukoc?
but Pippen was never
Rodman.
like no, but let me ask you this though. Pippen was never better than the best player on the other team though. Just like you said for Kyrie.
Pippen was one of the best two-way players in the game, bro.
But he was never better than the best player on the other team.
Kyrie wasn't better than KD at that time. Kyrie was never better than KD at that time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that KD is better than Steph. Okay, so that makes sense. No, but what about when KD wasn't there then?
Huh?
What about
When KD wasn't there? Bro, if Kyrie didn't get injured, bro, Kyrie was cooking Curry in the finals.
No, I'm saying in 2016 when it was no KD, when the Cavs won, Kyrie was better than Steph then. There was no KD.
Yeah, he was.
So he was so he was better than the best player on the other team.
Yeah, he was. I can give you that, but still though, like, because look, so wait, why is Curry above LeBron then? Or Kyrie? Why is Curry for them? Tell me.
Where you got Steph at? You said Kyrie better than him.
I feel like Steph is behind Magic. I feel like Magic's better than Steph because Magic has 5 championships, 3
What,
MVPs.
is this an all-time list or what is this, by the way?
Yeah, this all-time list.
Hey, Crunch, what happened to your boy Russell
Not
Westbrook?
on here?
Jokic didn't lead him right. I say nah.
Nah, don't make excuses.
Jokic
I
didn't.
know you a big Russell Westbrook fan. What happened to him? He played like trash.
His leaders.
Wait, Crunch. I have one more question. Is this list because of loyalty? Like, I see every single person stay on their teams, except for LeBron. Is that why you have him above him?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
That's basically all the reasons, bro. Because look, Tim Duncan stayed on his team forever. Steph Curry stayed on his team.
Nah,
Larry Bird stayed on his
Giannis
team.
would have been higher than.
All right, so I
Yeah,
see what
that-
you're doing. I see why you have them above LeBron.
But that makes it more difficult though.
I mean, you really can't base. I mean, loyalty is a big part, but you really can't base everything off of it.
That makes it more difficult, man.
I mean, LeBron has some bad
You
teams.
see the married couples
You can't really take
that
away
sit
LeBron.
together. The married couples that sit together for like 40 years. They would tell you, bro, it was hard. It was hard to stay together,
I mean,
bro.
I get your criteria now, but I feel like Michael Jordan's the only one above LeBron. No one else is above LeBron's list. That's
But
what
their
I feel.
careers not even similar though.
His career.
LeBron and Jordan careers.
Why do you have Isiah Thomas above Hakeem?
I like his 2 rings better. I think he beat more comp, in my opinion, my personal opinion. And I think he's a better all around player, in my opinion.
Well, first of all, when you got difficulty at championships, that's not true. Hakeem's championship was more difficult than Isiah Thomas's.
Yeah, but the second one he added Clyde Drexler. So I'm looking at
Who was past his prime, and even then, the Pistons were a better team than the Rockets.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying they still had to beat more comp. Like he had to beat Michael, Larry, Magic, and Kareem. He had to do that twice.
Yeah, but you can't. But when it comes to difficulty of championships, it would still go to Hakeem because his team was inferior.
Yeah,
And on top of
Hakeem had
that,
the harder one.
on top of that, when you talk about all around player, Hakeem is a better overall player, especially when you judge both sides of the ball.
Well, I believe Isiah Thomas is a great defender, and he's also a better offensive all-around player. And watch this.
Isiah Thomas was not a great defender. It only seemed that way because of the defensive pieces he had around him.
Oh, no.
But compare that to
he wasn't better than Hakeem for sure. But I'm saying he was definitely a scrappy, pesty guard. And guess what? This is a thing. Hakeem never beat Michael Jordan. Isiah Thomas used to whoop Michael Jordan all the time.
Okay.
Year after year after year after year, sending him home. Sorry, David Stern.
But that doesn't change the fact that Hakeem's championship was more difficult.
No, I'm saying even if you give him that one championship that's the most difficult, I'm saying with both of the championships added up, I think Isaiah's is more difficult of a back to back because Hakeem added Clyde Drexler for the second one.
Okay, even though Clyde Drexler was not in his prime anymore.
Well, he still was the second best shooting guard in the league, in my opinion.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't better than Reggie Miller by that time.
I believe
Reggie Miller was in his prime. Reggie Miller was better than him by that time.
I believe he was better than Reggie Miller. I got him ranked over.
How was he better than Reggie Miller? We're talking about a 35-year-old Clyde Drexler.
Well, no, Clyde Drexler had just recently led his team to the NBA Finals, right around.
That was like 2 or 3 years prior to that.
Right. So that
wasn't the same.
So how long
he fell
ago?
off.
So how long ago? Let me ask you this question, big homie. How long ago did Jokic? It was 2 years ago, right around.
Okay, but Jokic is still in his 20s. You're comparing that to a Clyde Drexler who was like in
He's
his
30,
mid 30s.
But I'm saying Drexler was still putting up the numbers right before he went there. His numbers only dropped because he became a second option, right around.
It also dropped because he tapered off as he got older.
Not true.
That is true. He
I'm gonna
wasn't
look
the
up.
same player. I mean, because if you look at him throughout that season, his defense fell off. He wasn't the same passer. He wasn't the same scorer anymore. I mean, sure, you could say that because he was the second option, but he
First
just
of
wasn't
all-
the same Clyde. He
first
just
of all-
wasn't. He fell off.
In
He
first
just
of all,
wasn't. He fell off.
first of all, in 94, 95, right? First of all, in 94, 95, his last year in Portland, Drexler averaged 22 points a game, man. And on Houston, he was averaging 21. Cut it out.
Okay, that doesn't change the fact that he was not the same player.
Cut it out, man.
Why is Kyrie over Giannis, bro?
Do you think he was at least at worst a
Why is
third?
Kyrie here at all? It's the real
Hold
question.
on.
Why is Kyrie
Hold on,
over
Tony.
Giannis?
It's only at worst. You think he was the third best shooting guard then, right?
Their best shooting guard. I mean, I guess you can make that case, but that's not really saying much.
You know what I mean? So that's why
Yo,
I
Crunch.
look at, huh?
Why Kyrie over Giannis though?
No, Kyrie. I think
Don't waste your time. Crunch is the big
No,
time.
I'm just trying to
the
hear, like,
biggest Kyrie fan that you will ever see.
it's facts though, man. I think he better than Giannis at this point in time. Like he went to 4 NBA finals on his own. Well, he went to 3 on his own team, original team. Then he went to another
Without,
one in a different conference.
yeah, true. But he wasn't the best player on his team.
All as a
Says
second
who?
option, by the way.
Well, how we know who the best player on the team was and stuff? That's just
Well, I
us.
can tell you.
That's
Well,
our opinion.
I can tell you this: Giannis didn't have a horrible finals performance like Kyrie did in 2024.
Well, that was Kyrie
I'm
Irving's
just saying,
fourth.
like,
That was
so
Kyrie
wait, you
Irving's
have
fourth.
Kyrie.
That was Kyrie Irving's 4th NBA finals though.
Well, so we're praising losing now.
No, but I'm just saying when Kyrie, like for Giannis, championship that he won, I think Kyrie played better in the finals. I think he's a better finals performer.
Then
it's-
Giannis?
Yeah, because it's more impressive because there's more competition.
Wait, was it more impressive or is it better?
Or don't try to use competition for the Jordan and LeBron debate.
No, I don't do that.
Nah, man.
What about
I don't do that.
MVPs, defensive players? of
So
the
Kyrie's
year?
ranked 18 all time. And Giannis 19.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
got
a
more
huge
achievement,
Kyrie
huh?
Irving fan, man.
Well,
He
Kyrie
was like,
Irving
"I'll
also
win
is
that
a better.
award."
I think he's more skilled than Giannis though too. So that factors in.
Okay, so you skill. So it's based off skill then, right?
It's skill
I mean,
numbers
so it's
and
based off skill,
championship.
and then yeah, I get your point. But like a
It's
better
skill.
all time player, I think
Yeah,
I
like,
think he's not a better
He got,
player.
they both got longevity.
Yeah, but Giannis isn't Giannis younger though, or who's older? Pretty sure Giannis is younger, right?
Yeah, I think Giannis might be younger. But Giannis
I think
didn't add
Giannis
to his
more
game.
achieved than
though.
him.
Kyrie added to his game every season, man. He needed to do that.
Why do you got Larry
Kyrie's a
Bird
better
above Tim
offensive player
Duncan?
than Wait, so Kyrie's a better offensive player than Giannis, but I feel like the gap is not as wide as defense though. But it's two sides of the ball though. I feel like you don't take that
Well,
into account.
let's look at this. So
All right.
Kyrie Irving locked up Stephen Curry in the finals, right around.
I wouldn't say locked up. I say he was on it, but I wouldn't say locked up.
When you talk
He only
about
averaged
defense,
17.
I measure defense based on who you going like when you locking somebody down, when you playing against somebody, you know, in the
Okay,
series.
so you saying Kyrie's a better guard defender than Giannis is a better guard defender?
No,
than
I'm just
Giannis?
saying, Giannis a better defender, but Kyrie showed that he can play elite defense when it mattered.
Curry only had 17 in Game 7, to be honest. Yeah, like
I mean,
that was
Giannis
22.
do got a DOPOI though. Kyrie never had that.
Yeah, he got DPOY, right?
Multiple first team all NBA defensive team though. Kyrie never had that. He never had second team.
Kyrie hasn't even got a vote for off like a first team.
That's
by the way.
cool. I kind of get what he's saying. Like he like Curry. Curry's the greatest probably offensive player. But I feel like that kind of makes sense. But I feel like it's
That's
not
a tough-
close.
That's a tough
How we not voting
competition.
MVPs here, bro? Kyrie has never gotten a vote for MVP any year. He's in the league.
Well, has he been
Kyrie could've
MVP
won
caliber?
MVP when he
See,
was
I just
Brooklyn,
care
though.
about if he was MVP caliber though.
I don't even think he's been top 10.
So, okay, so when he was in Boston, he was the only All-Star on the team, and they was the top 4 seed. They wasn't.
Nah,
That's
the
not. That's
best
not
Kyrie year
MVP.
was in Brooklyn. That Brooklyn year was
Like,
his
and
best
in
year.
Brooklyn, come on, man, 50, 40, 90.
What,
That was
what year was
only
it?
that Brooklyn year, bro. I don't feel like none
He's
of
talking
this.
about 2021.
So Giannis did average 35 in the finals, but he shot 20% from the three, 65% from the free throw line. And his
But he
matchup
still
was
dominated though in defense. Like he was
very
still
dominant.
scrapping shit.
Yeah, very dominant. His matchup though was DeAndre Ayton. So I don't know. DeAndre Ayton was
But he
getting
still made the
off.
finals though.
Bro,
The
honestly,
Suns
they
still
wouldn't have
made
made
that
it
finals.
if Davis never got injured or LeBron, bro. They would
And
have
wait,
Lakers were
2019,
up 2-1, bro, in that series.
2019 didn't the Bucks eliminate Kyrie's Boston and Kyrie played
Yeah,
horrible in that series too?
yeah, he
And
got him.
Kyrie, and Kyrie was horrible in that series.
Yeah, but Kyrie got his revenge. Well, he's about to get his revenge in 2021 when Kyrie got hurt.
Wait, Crunch. What is
Yeah,
Larry
but he
Bird?
did, but he didn't play
doing?
though, so that's kind of
Right,
irrelevant.
right. But then you see that he went to the West and went to the finals ASAP, right around.
Yeah, he did, and he played horrible in the
You know what I
finals.
mean? So
He
Giannis
missed the
came.
playoffs before that finals.
Wait, what does Larry Bird do better than KD except pass the ball?
I think he's a better shooter than KD.
You think he's a better shooter?
Yeah, I think he's a better
A
3-point
better
shooter.
deep shooter?
Why can't KD get to the 3-point shootout?
Wait, bro.
Why can't you get the 3-point shootout? I mean,
Yeah. Why can't KD hop in the 3-point?
I mean,
shootout?
Ant was the best 3-point shooter in this league, but he wasn't in 3-point contests though this year.
I think that would be amazing for the sport. We'd be letting KD off the hook about that. We only talk about LeBron doing a dunk contest. Why KD
Yeah, I
in
feel like
the
just because
3-point shootout?
that don't mean like a great example is Ant, the best 3-point shooter this year, but he didn't go to the 3-point contest this year though.
No, but he's a slasher though first.
Yeah, but like this year it was a shooter first.
Yeah.
You know, Larry Bird won the 3-point shootouts. Said who gonna come in second?
Bro, did Larry Bird not have a super team, bro? How is he above
No.
LeBron?
Oh, I don't think he has.
No,
He
he
had
didn't have
a
a super team.
Bro, bro, there's no way that's
He didn't have a
Bro,
super team.
Kevin McHale, Robert
McHale
Parrish,
was the
Robert
secondary
Parrish,
star.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah,
Bro,
everybody
he had
was
so
role
many
playing.
shooters.
No, listen. Kevin McHale was a secondary star.
And bro, when has this guy ever won against the Lakers
Kevin
except for
McHale was like
one finals?
Kevin McHale was like the Chris Bosh or the Pau Gasol or the
And he was good. He was like putting up 17 points in that.
Right,
in that
he
era.
was
What are you
nice.
talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Kevin McHale was like arguably the best power forward in the league.
Robert Parrish was a good.
Well, you still had Charles Barkley and
Charles Barkley. But look,
Sean
Larry
Kemp.
Bird only beat.
But that didn't come to prominence until like in the late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but I'm talking
Bird
about
only beat
earlier.
Magic once. Bird only beat Magic once. I don't know why
Well-
he's above Magic.
MJ never
Well,
beat Larry Bird.
Yeah, but Magic had more help.
Bro, Larry Bird had the same amount of help, bro.
No. So look, all right, so you think and I love Kevin McHale, but he's not no Kareem.
Bro, Kareem was kind of declining by then. Magic
Bro, what you
kind of took
mean
over.
he was declining? You always trying to tell somebody when they were declining, bro. Who are you?
Bro, Celtics had a good team. They had Danny Ainge, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Larry
Yeah,
Bird.
I'm saying the Lakers had Kareem, James Worthy. James Worthy was better than Michael Jordan in college.
Bro, what does that have to do
James
with the
Worthy.
series?
So I'm saying this is the talent. This is the level of talent. He was supposed to have his own team for real.
MJ would have got swept if he played Showtime Lakers though.
So then,
Fact.
so right,
Didn't MJ beat the Showtime Lakers in the
MJ never
finals?
did. That was Magic's last year.
Wait. So why doesn't LeBron get this kind of treatment though? If Magic's getting this kind of treatment, right? Why does that matter then? Because
Yeah, what?
you keep. Because
Bro, you-
Warriors
you're
definitely
asking-
breaking the Cavs. So why do you say that for Lakers then? Why do you say that for Magic? Why do you give
So
him? Why do you give
why do I
Larry Bird
give
the
him
pass?
flat?
Why do you give him the pass?
I don't. I got
Oh
him
yeah,
right
that's
now.
right. And Larry Bird never won back to back.
Nah, look, I got Magic at number 9. I'm not giving him the pass.
I feel like Magic a little
Wait,
too
so-
low.
No, but like what? So why does Curry get the pass then? What
The
Curry
pass for
had?
what?
Bro, Curry had the same more help than Magic.
Because he won without KD twice. So
Bro, did he not have Clay, Draymond, bro? This guy
Clay
has
is not
Harrison
Clay is
Barnes.
not the
Playing
same,
two,
bro.
He's